What's going on, people? This the Bear here once again, and the Buffalo Bills. It was a long time coming. It was only 3 seasons, but it's been a long time coming that the Buffalo Bills has finally fired Rex Ryan. And I'm just going to read here, and then I'm going to give my thoughts afterwards. The Buffalo Bills will miss the postseason for the 17th year in a row. Wow. And they found a pair of names to pin their latest disappointment on. The team announced on Tuesday that both Rex Ryan and his brother Rob have been relieved of their duties. Offensive coordinator Anthony Lynn has been named Buffalo's interim head coach. And then here's this one on Twitter. Rex Ryan has been relieved of his duties. I just read that to you. Okay, they just basically confirming that. In the 2 seasons, as the team's head coach, I thought it was 3. Ryan went 15 to 16 after the Bills finished 9-7 the year before he arrived. Oh, it was before he arrived. Oh, okay. Rob joined his staff this past season as a defensive assistant, but his presence didn't do anything to help the team on that side of the ball. The Bills were expected to improve upon a promising 2014 season in which they were first in sacks and boosted one of the best defensives in the NFL. In Ryan's first year, the Bills fell all the way to 31st in sacks and struggled to stop any team that they came across. With Lynn now taking over on an interim basis, the Bills will get a first look at whether he can handle being a head coach. He's certain to be a hot commodity this season among other teams with openings. But Buffalo will have an advantage with a 1-game audition coming in Week 17. Lynn will be the 19th head coach in the team's history, including the 6th since 2009. Damn. He doesn't have any head coaching experience, but he's risen quickly in Buffalo. From running backs coach to offensive coordinator to head coach just this season. Unfortunately for Ryan, he won't get to finish out his second season, which concludes with a game against his former team, the Jets, at MetLife Stadium. It was a long time coming, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I should have had my reading glasses on. I'm sorry. But you know what? I can't blame the Buffalo Bills for getting rid of this guy. I thought it was 3 seasons, but you know what? It was actually 2 seasons. Because I do remember in 2015 when he made that long press conference talking about how the Bills was going to be bullies and whatnot, and and how they was going to be such a powerhouse and stuff like that, and it never really happened, What happened was the Bills was penalized for everything that they do. It was like touch football out there, The refs was always on the case on the Bills. Every little thing that they did, the refs was always on the case. Every little thing, Rex Ryan didn't really improve the team at all. He didn't do anything. And let me remind you of something, that he came from the Jets when the Jets was 4-12. Okay? So I don't even know what was Ralph Wilson even thinking, or anybody who thought that Rex Ryan would get this team to the playoffs. It says right here, the Buffalo Bills will miss the postseason for the 17th year in a row. 17th year in a row. They ain't been to the playoffs since 1999. Man. And then they had 6 head coaches since 2009. Come on now. Come on. That is horrible. So what that means is that their scheme of things always have to be changed. It always has to be constantly changed. Why do you think the Patriots do so well? Okay? You could say that they're cheaters. You could say this. You could say that, whatever, But the thing that they have going is continuity. Okay? And, because of Bill Belichick, because of who we are, turning rookies into superstars, turning nobodies into somebodies, and they stay with the same scheme of things. That's the reason why they keep making the playoffs. Some people may disagree with me, but I'm telling it like it is. That's the way I see it, and I'm telling it like it is. Okay? So, like I said, this was a long time coming. Rex, I don't know what you're going to do after this, but I highly doubt that any other team is going to want you at this point, at this juncture. You done nothing for Buffalo. With your Buffalo pride, you came for the Jets when you hated Buffalo. You hated Buffalo. And then you come over here, you spray paint your truck, you've been on all these commercials and stuff like that. Okay? But you done nothing for Buffalo. And that's the reason why they had to get rid of your ass. It was, you got rid of Jim Schwartz, the defensive coordinator. Jim Schwartz, the defensive coordinator for the Bills, he went on to the Eagles and made the Eagles defense like beast. And you brung in your people. I mean, come on, man. Rex Ryan, you are a joke. And you know what? No matter where you go to, you're going to always be a joke. Always. And I'm just sorry to say that. It was about time they got rid of you. They needed to get rid of you. It was essential. Now they got Anthony Lynn, the offensive coordinator, Anthony Lynn, that's going to be the interim head coach. They had to do it, man. Look at this. It said in the 2 seasons as the team's head coach, Ryan went 15-16 after the Bills finished 9-7 the year before he arrived. I mean, come on, man. Come on. That was the time they had that head coach and whatever. I mean, not the head coach, that quarterback. I can't remember his name. In that December schedule, when they had the Green Bay Packers, the Broncos, the Raiders, and the Patriots, guess who the Bills winning? They win against the Packers, they win against the Broncos, they lose to the Raiders, and they win against the Patriots. And the Raiders at that time was the worst team in the NFL. They was the worst. So you know what? That was when they was at that 9-7 record, but that was before Rex Ryan came. So I'm not gonna put that on him, but I'm just talking about the Bills in general, But anyway, Rex, I'm glad you're gone. I know Buffalo Bills fans, most of them probably gonna be glad you're gone too. And this needs to happen. I don't know how the Bills, I don't know what they're gonna do as far as finding another head coach, but it's good that you left. It's good that they kicked you like that, but it's good that they kicked you and gave you the boot. It was about that time you needed to leave. Seriously. It's the Bear and I'm out. Peace. And by the way, y'all, I'm sorry for my rambling and stuff like that. I ramble a lot. I got to stop doing that. So, all right, I'm out.